Christmas in Canaan was a pretty fascinating story. This was released in 2009. This is directed by Neil Fernley, written by Donald Davenport, and we have a cast including Billy Ray Cyrus, Ben Cotton, Emily Tennant, Jacob Blair, Matt Ward, and various others. And the story is what drew me to this. I would have watched it anyway because it's called Christmas and I watch every Christmas film, but it did sound really fascinating. It's about two young boys in Canaan, Texas, called Rodney and DJ. One boy is black and one boy is white. And at the time when this is set, it would have been very difficult for them to become friends. It's set in the 60s. And the boys actually get into a fight, so their families plan to teach them a lesson to try and bring them closer together, despite the racial tension that existed at the time that would make that difficult. And I was really keen to see what would happen here. Obviously, there are going to be some strong messages in this about not letting race get in the way of being kind to one another, and I think it does a good job of delivering this. I'm by no means an expert on the aforementioned racial tension in Texas in the 60s. So if you have any thoughts on that, whether you think it's an accurate portrayal or not, please feel free to share. It's by no means something I can comment on with regards to the accuracy, but at the very least, I was buying what I was watching. I was believing the narrative, and that meant that it was a really fascinating experience. All of this, of course, is with a Christmas backdrop. It's not exactly the most Christmassy film. I feel like it could be set at any time of year, but it works well enough. We have some very likeable, well-written characters. There are some great performances, great music, great lighting. The camera works very good. As I said, not the most festive, but it is moving. It is heartwarming. It is fascinating, and it's certainly an enjoyable experience. It also gets quite dramatic on a couple of occasions, maybe a little emotional here and there. It's a great story. It has a lot to offer. It's a solid film. If you're looking for something specifically to get you into the Christmas spirit, it might not do that. It depends on what your threshold is and whether or not you prefer films that are maybe not as in your face with the festivities. But in general, it still works well. The narrative is great. I really enjoyed it, and I'm certainly happy to recommend it.